Sometimes I'll just think about, like, what point in my life did I make a decision that has cascaded into other decisions that have led me to where I am at this exact moment.
This is that moment. Since we started this channel, we have tried to do everything we can to bring you all the best content. Come on. But this week, we thought we would get out of LA and try something a little bit different. We just arrived to the Rapid City, 2 hours away from the bunkers. It's gonna be a really interesting trip. It is so cold outside. Look at me, how many layers I have. Mikey's picking up the rental car. It's a little bit chaotic, as usual. Let's get started.
We're going somewhere that I never thought I would go to. We're going to Arby's right now. Innes is a big Arby's guy. He always talks about it. He loves that melted nacho cheese they have.
I just love that like everybody watches our channel and they think like we eat like $300 dinners and like fast food.
We argue about whether to go to Arby's or Taco Bell.
Taco Bell.
Honestly, I should have gotten it without cheese. I think it would have been better.
We're at the Cowboy Inn. So we drove from Rapid City to the Cowboy Inn.
It's a small motel, and guys have been getting comfortable lately, staying at good places. This was a bit of a change. Granted, the lady at the reception was so nice that she looked at us and she's like, "You guys are big guys. You guys can use an extra room." So we got 2 rooms. Let's check it out. Are we ready for this?
Yeah, I want to see it.
Let's see. Oh, from 70s.
Oh, jeez. Well, this is normal.
It smells good.
Mm-hmm.
It smells like downy.
Actually, can I tell you something? It's clean.
Yeah.
Like it feels, doesn't. It's just.
I like the CRT.
Who doesn't like a good old John Travolta over here?
I mean, John Travolta was a good-looking dude back in the day. Look at him. He had moves. It was a long day. We flew all the way here. We drove all the way to, I don't even know what town this is. We're in this little motel. It's nice, but we got some work to do. Armand, we got to plan the shoot tomorrow. Let's go.
The next morning, we were all set to meet our host, Dante Vicino. A San Diego architect turned bunker guru, Dante has spent the last 5 years working to turn these desolate bunkers into a community of like-minded people. So we just finished our breakfast with Dante. I'm so excited for today. I know we're used to touring some of the most expensive properties in the world, but something about today's story, the fact that we're checking out this bunker, the whole story, conversion, I'm literally so excited. And tonight we're staying there. It's a little cold. You can barely talk, but enthusiasm is definitely there. In 2016, Vivos acquired a U.S. Army base formerly known as the Black Hills Ordnance Depot with 575 concrete and steel underground bunkers that were originally built as a military fortress that stored explosives and munitions. Vivos has repurposed the base into the largest private shelter community on Earth for as many as 5,000 people to survive virtually any catastrophic event and its aftermath. There's really nowhere quite like it in the entire world.
What is Vivos X Point? It is our new name for something that's been around for 80 years. This was originally called the Black Hills Ordnance Depot. And when the military built this for World War II, they had everything from the production, the manufacturing end, the distribution end, and then the storage, even testing for bombs, weapons, munitions, artillery, you name it. What we have turned this into is now the ultimate off-grid survival community, and it is the only place like it, not only in the country, but in the world.
And it is the largest one also.
It is also the largest. This is the highest point on our property, and I just love it because it's a vantage point. We can see the entire property, all of the hundreds upon hundreds of bunkers.
Not to mention, you'll literally see anybody coming in.
Yeah.
So you have a really good sense of the area and control of the area.
Yeah, exactly. From a security standpoint, this is a very strategic location as well.
Amazing. I want you to explain it in your own words. How does it feel to be here? Because first off, I love it. It's so quiet.
I still get the novelty of being here from the first time I ever stepped foot on the property. And that was, geez, back in 2016, 2017, I want to say. I always tell people you have to really, you can see it in pictures, video, you can see it on YouTube, you can see it on cable TV, but then it's different when you're actually here. The connection to nature, you know. We haven't been on a paved road in about an hour of driving now, you know, and there's something that's just kind of raw and for lack of a better word, it's just cool.
That's the one I want. You know, I've made the excuse here and there.
In this video today, we'll be exploring the whole site and visiting 3 different bunkers in different stages of their development. We will start with an abandoned bunker, as it would have been when the military left the base in the 1960s, and we will finish with a completed bunker ready to live in, where we'll be staying the night. Alright, so we just arrived to the first bunker. This is an empty one. Dante is going to show us around. Tell us what we have in front of us.
So this is an original bunker. Before we do anything to it, this is what they will look like. And then you'll see as we progress throughout the day what we're turning them into. And all of those improvements are really done on the inside. So at the end of the day, every single one we walk up to today, it'll look just like that. Once we go inside, that's where it really starts to change. But this is 80 years of history just
in
stuck
front of
in
us.
time. Just
Amazing.
stopped right there.
Dante,
Yeah.
let's go check it out.
We gotta see it.
We gotta see it. Let's go. Wow. Okay, I know you mentioned it to me. You have 2 lengths, 60 foot and 80 foot. Is this the 80 foot one?
These are all 80 foot,
80 foot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything I'm gonna show you today is gonna be an 80 foot.
You can see the lines of forms that
Right.
they've used to kind of frame the concrete.
And as an architect, I love that. I think it is so cool when the structure and the engineering of a building, of you know, anything we have here, is fully indicated and displayed
it's
in the
apparent.
final part of the design. You know, and you don't see that a lot. You see in standard development that these were not meant as architectural masterpieces, but there's something that's so damn cool about them being now used for architecture in that, yeah, you can see perfectly they had the foundation and then they come up with this block. This particular section goes about 6 feet out, and it's like an anchor underneath the dirt that they put over. So right now, if we were to see daylight again through here, it would be through about 8 feet of concrete and dirt combined.
Amazing.
You know?
And we have to address this. Echo in here is crazy. I mean, like Dante said, this is as raw as it gets. And keep in mind, these weren't built to be homes.
No.
These were built to be storage units, safe storage units.
Exactly.
And
the safest storage that we had in the country probably at the time, next to Fort Knox, you know?
And, you know, we've talked about it with waterproofing and proper maintenance. I genuinely think these will last forever. Dante, this is super interesting. I love that we saw it at raw, but I want to go to a construction site. I want to see how you guys frame the walls, frame the floors, and just kind of run the utilities.
You are going to be amazed at how normal that looks. If this is such a different thing for you to see, we're going to walk into the next one and you're going to be like, oh, this looks like a normal house.
Normal house.
And that's the whole point.
Let's go check it out.
Let's go do it.
The sheer scale of Vivos X Point is staggering and covers a total land area around 18 square miles. Everywhere you look, you can see bunkers as far as the eye can see. With the peace and solitude, I can really understand why people like it out here. Before we head to that second bunker, I want to thank this week's video sponsor, Artlist. If you enjoy the music and the style we've been able to create in this video, it's all because we select our music from Artlist. Artlist is a music licensing platform which works on a subscription model. Through a single annual subscription that costs only $199 a year, Artlist gives you unlimited access to a library of high-quality, royalty-free music. And with Artlist's new personal plan, tailored to social media creators, you can use their massive library for even less. The personal plan is just $9.99 a month and covers all of your social media channels. You get unlimited downloads with no additional cost, and you get worldwide rights to use all of the music both in personal and commercial projects. We love their platform because we can always rely on it to find the right kind of songs to accompany each mood that we try to convey in our videos. Whether we're featuring a bunker in South Dakota or a crazy modern home in the Hollywood Hills, Artlist has the right music to go with each property. Their vast music library has a very diverse selection and new music is added daily, so you are guaranteed to find new and fresh tunes to use in your projects. All of their music is made by great musical artists and it is mastered for the highest quality possible. If you're working on a creative project and you need music, it is really hard to beat Artlist. And if you click the link in the description to sign up, you get 2 additional months for free added to your subscription. And again, big thanks to Artlist for sponsoring this video. And now, let's get back to the bunker.
This is kind of the halfway done bunker. This is one that we've really taken our time with. You get a really good sense of like, this is really gonna start looking like a house to you.
And you've explained this to us in the car. A lot of people here actually leave the bunker door open and actually have a regular exterior door like a house.
Because really from this threshold back is your conditioned space. What we have here is gonna be fuel storage. This is the water room. You'll see the PEX lines are kind of ready to go there. It's insulated. We have the polypro there so that the water lines don't get any frost, they don't freeze. This right here will be where we'll have some fuel storage as well as that thing that I really like. That is a nuclear, biological, and chemical air filtration unit. It has a one-way check valve, so it can only let air in, but can't let it out, and it filters it, and then we can push that air out into the bunker through a dehumidifier.
Some of the people that buys in here, they're buying this place because they feel safe, and they feel like if something happens in the outside world, they can always come back here, right?
No, this is the perfect off-grid location. South Dakota in general is an amazing place to just get away from the major urban centers that we have across the country, to get away from the coastlines, you know, potentially targeted areas. And a lot of people just really do feel safe here. And I think it's a massive alternative to what you might be used to.
It's a nice little escape.
Yeah, it's totally an escape.
Absolutely. Dante, take us in.
Sure.
This looks like a house.
Yeah, it's like I said, really standard, just drywall construction. We have a vinyl flooring that we lay down here. This is going to be your kitchen with the built-ins. Only in the main room do we really use the full height of the ceiling, you know, minus the raised floor. We really don't need that full height in the bedroom, so you get an 8-foot, you know, ceiling height, and then everything else on top of that, well, that's where your food storage goes. That's where your, you know, your pantry items can go. So as you can see, you know, the floors, it's a work in progress, you know, so now we have the vinyl flooring that we roll out over top of the plywood subfloor that's now on top of a grid of studs laid on their edge. And again, that raised flooring in this case was able to get us room for the plumbing to come through underneath. So we'll just keep on going. There's going to be bedrooms or multi-purpose rooms. You could have an exercise room, you could have an office, you could have a craft room. As we get to the back here, this is the master. So the master is going to take up the full width. It has an ensuite bathroom, so you have your own private bathroom in here, which is nice. We'll probably do, you know, you could probably easily put a California king-size bed in here and have more than enough room to move around. Nice big closet space and everything. So up there in the middle, that is another blast valve, just like what we have in the front. That's going to be an air outlet. That goes to the chimneys. If you've seen the little kind of, you know, stacks that come out the back, you can run exhaust out of there. You can run coaxial. If you have a satellite dish on top, you can run coax out through that. If you want to put in a wood burning stove. And next to that, this is one of my babies. I personally designed this. This is an escape door. In a perfect world, no emergency, nothing bad is happening.
You're good.
Ingress and egress out the one main door, and you're fine. But what happens if there's a fire? What happens if that door got frozen in place or blocked, you know? So now we're able to use this as a secondary escape. Only in case of emergency. Obviously, you're not going to be crawling up and down this thing to get in. And all you would do is you throw the latches, you pull the door open. Even the hinges are spec'd to be way overbuilt so that you know, you can just move this with a finger.
And I also love that even the other additions and accessories that you guys brought here kind of matches that concrete, steel, bolting systems that we're seeing throughout. They're also heavy duty. And to everyone, I mean, once you get your floors done and have your rough utilities, it's just like building a house. Granted, you guys have been doing it for so long that you've not figured out the best ways to like attach things on the walls and like just optimize the overall construction phase of these bunkers.
Exactly.
Awesome. So that's it for this one. Where are we going next?
So now the next one is going to be my personal bunker, which is also our showroom units. It's going to be real nice. You'll see exactly how cozy and how livable these places can really be.
Well, we're also staying with you, so that means we're really gonna see it. I have no idea. Mikey's smiling behind the camera. We're gonna stay that night at Dante's bunker.
Yep.
It's gonna be interesting. Let's go check it out. Before we go look at the final bunker, Dante gave us an opportunity to experience a small part of the culture of South Dakota. All right, we're truly getting out of our comfort zone. Not only we came to South Dakota, we're about to shoot some guns. Dante is gonna lead us. I'm excited, but I kind of have no idea what I'm doing, so.
I think I'll start out, I'll just get a few rounds off for both the AR and then the pistol.
Okay.
I'll show you guys how it's done, get the target down range, and then I'll hand it over to you. How's that sound?
Sounds good. I mean, that's awfully far. I don't know how precise I am. My hands shake a little bit, so we'll see how it goes.
You're on safe, so put it onto fire. Usually use your right thumb for that, okay?
Okay, just pull it back.
There you go. So now shoulder it.
Get that stance, Ennis. Like, front foot
Through
forward.
the target. Or sorry, look through the scope. And when you're ready, you put your finger on the trigger.
Why can I see it all the way through the scope?
Well, you have to find the eye relief
Ennis,
on it, okay?
move your eye
So
back
you
a
can
little bit, or you're gonna.
Pull your eye back a little bit.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. Aim for the orange. There you go.
Oh, that was fun.
One more.
That's a lot of fun.
There you go.
Feels good.
Shooting rifles in the middle of South Dakota was definitely an interesting experience. Since the day began and we've been touring the site, we have seen an empty bunker, a bunker under construction that is partially complete, and finally we will be finishing with a completed one where we will spend the night and experience what it's like to sleep and live in one of these bunkers. Is this it?
This is it, man. This is the fully built, fully stocked, fully furnished, turnkey. Walk right in, turn everything on, and you can survive. So this one, we have, the first thing you'll notice is kind of this snorkel system that we've designed. That's what the NBC filtration hooks up to. So that's where it's pulling air from. On top of that, I have my 4G cell booster, so I get full bars inside and full cell data.
Awesome. Let's go inside. I'm
Right,
excited.
Let's do it. Doors
Yeah, just
get
like
easier.
a vault opens
Yeah.
into another vault, basically.
Uh-huh.
All right, let's go inside.
All
You go
right.
first.
You guys are the absolute first on the planet to get to see this in this capacity.
And stay in it. So
That's right.
Okay, let's get started. Oh wow!
It's a little
It
different.
feels so much more spacious.
You know, if you had just the empty one, you could see where all the walls were and you could see the back end, right?
Yeah.
You had a very clear sense of very defined space, and it almost felt a little more confined.
You
But once
lose
you
the
start
sense of depth.
Exactly. Once you start optimizing that, we put the hallway in. We organize it with the large great room here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it really makes it feel bigger.
I love the wood textures you brought, which kind of softens up that concrete punchy feel.
But we wanted to keep, kind of a rugged, kind of barn house, somewhat masculine kind of sensibility to that as well. Even the way we do the lighting here, we didn't want to start putting cans in the ceiling like you're used to with standard homes. We wanted to keep that open. We didn't want to compromise the concrete just to put lighting in. So what do? This really nice open,
Nice string
kind of,
lighting, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of an indoor-outdoor thing, but it works really well for this kind of space.
Amazing. I want to cover the kitchen. And Dante, I've seen these cabinets before. You know why? They're from IKEA.
Yes, they
They're
are.
really good. They're hardware.
They are
amazing.
good. And you know what I like is that everything is soft closing. You don't have to see any hardware sticking out because they have that kind of nice little ridge for you to grab onto. I think it's just subtle and it doesn't need to stand out.
To the point, gets the job done.
Exactly.
You have another seating area here. I'm assuming this is kind of where you hang out.
Yeah, I mean, I have my laptop there. That's kind of my office right now, for lack of a better term. But I like it because I can just sit there, put my feet up, nice and plush and cozy. Just a nice little nook.
This is awesome. So I want to ask you this. You've done the layout here a little bit differently. As soon as you walk in, you see the entire hallway, and you didn't compromise the ceiling heights here. What was your vision for that approach?
So we wanted to keep as much kind of volume present as you go all the way down. It just kind of makes this hallway feel a lot bigger than it actually is by letting the ceiling go all the way up to the top. However, what you're not seeing here, which is kind of a counterpoint to what we had in the last one in 1201, the kind of the in progress, is that we have completely enclosed all of the overhead storage. So when we start walking into the rooms, you're going to see it's still the regular 8-foot ceiling height. So what do we do with the rest of that? Well, everything on top of that 8-foot all the way to the top, all beautiful storage space.
Take us in.
Okay, so the first room here is the master.
Nice. This room looks really cozy. I'm assuming each room you went with like a little bit different colors and just spice it up?
Yeah, just a little bit different color scheme, but again, it always keeps the same attitude, the same kind of barn house, nice rustic, warm, cozy.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good sized bedroom. I like the carpet floors. It's comfortable.
Yep.
I'm just going to go to the room next door.
Yeah, for sure.
Nice.
This is kind of the little entertainment theater room.
Look at you. You got a little screening room here. I'm
A
jealous.
screening room that needs a bigger TV, but it's coming.
You don't see behind
That's right.
camera,
Okay,
Mikey's
yeah.
just smiling already. He's like, yep. We're going to sit down here and watch TV.
So now the only thing that's going to really make me feel really happy about this space is once I actually can get my hands on a PS5, then it'll feel good. But until then,
I can totally
it's
see
impossible, man, right now.
I'm assuming we got a bathroom?
So we have 2 bathrooms. This one has a nice full vanity toilet and a nice shower with a tub. Again, just simple. So on the other side, what we'll see in the next bathroom is that you just get a vanity and a toilet, and we have hookups ready and waiting for the washer and dryer.
How many rooms do you have here?
So it's a 4-bedroom and 2-bathroom. One of the 4 bedrooms is kind of being used as an extra space, and then we have 2 storage rooms in the back. Kind of storage utility
I mean, you pulled
rooms.
a lot out of a 2,200 square foot-ish.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Without making it feel cramped, you know, and all these rooms are about 12 feet wide and 10 feet long.
All right, let's check it out.
Check out this room here.
Nice.
So this one's kind of a kid's room. Could be a guest room. You know, we got the bunk beds in here. We wanted to go with kind of the Fallout theme, but then kind of the old school.
Mikey, can we get a close up here?
Yeah, we have to.
That's right.
Is this where we're sleeping tonight?
That is where you guys are sleeping tonight, so get cozy. But.
Yeah, we will get cozy. We got another bedroom, I'm assuming, or like a storage area here?
Yeah, currently it's a bedroom work in progress. I might actually change my mind and turn it into an office.
Got it.
I mean, hell, I might even just put a standalone jacuzzi in there. Who can say you got a jacuzzi inside a bunker, right?
He can do that. He can
totally do that.
Another bedroom?
Another bedroom. So this one is mine. You know, again, you'll see that all the furnishings are different but cohesive, right? All the color schemes are different but cohesive.
Yeah.
And that's been the idea all along.
And you kind of designed it more on the rustic side of things, a little bit more wood, iron.
Yeah, exactly. I like that kind of wrought iron, you know. To me, it is more masculine.
Well,
right?
also
But
it fits the surroundings.
It does, yeah. Because does that steel, you know, that wrought iron, does that not fit in with, you know, thinking about the rebar inside the bunker itself?
Absolutely.
So back here, this room is fuel storage. It is also, you know, we can put some cleaning supplies and stuff in here. But this right here is a drop-down ladder. You go up to that, and that's how you access both sides of the overhead storage in the loft.
It's awesome to see that you have all that interior square footage, but yet on the back you can tuck the utilities and you have that overhead space. So you can do a lot with it. And I'm assuming those are your batteries.
That's right, yeah.
Okay.
So we have to have a full battery array. To just have a generator is pointless. You want to have a generator that can feed a more passive system, so then I don't have to use the fuel all the time to run the generator. So then you also have to have a smart inverter and charger. You have to have a way of telling that generator automatically, turn on, we need it, turn off, we don't need it.
We don't need it.
So in addition to that, we have a solar controller. So I want that solar panel outside to be doing most of the work during
Heavy
the day.
lifting.
Exactly. And you can, really. You can expect that solar, which is a pretty modest panel size. That can do most of the heavy lifting for the daytime, and then if I need a little extra power at night and the battery's getting low, that inverter just kicks on the generator and we're running it for a few hours and we're done.
Alright, so we just settled in. We're pretty tired. I had a banana. I shared another butter with Mikey. It's pretty tasty. We're a little beat up. I'm responding to comments. He's handling footage. Soon we're gonna start cooking dinner. So far, everything's good. Mikey's back is on fire.
Anus is really dropping these dinner hands just constantly.
I'm trying to hook everything. We have internet. Life's good.
You know, everybody thinks bunker food is like military rations, MREs, that sort of BS, and honestly, I don't dig that. You know, I cook every night at home, so I want to bring a little bit of home with me. And hey, if I can get fresh enough groceries, so we're doing a chicken fettuccine Alfredo tonight. We'll see how it goes. It'll be my first official time cooking in this bunker, though.
No appetizers? I'm gonna get right into it.
Sure.
How much?
45,000.
Per bunker.
That's right. For an empty bunker, with all the grout fixing, the floor fixing, any cracks, all of that fixed, nice, clean, empty bunker, 45,000 for a 99-year lease.
I know you mentioned it to me that you sold the entire F block, which is, F block stands for, there are multiple areas within the property.
That's right.
So how many units you have sold so far and how many you have vacant?
So I want to say we're right around 200 units sold, maybe a little more, and that's out of 575. So, you know, consider we're creeping up on about halfway there.
That's amazing. And how many of these units sold are full-time residents?
That's always been a smaller percentage. I would say we have about 30 families living out here right now full-time.
So Dante cooked us a meal. That looks delicious. We are hungry.
Very much so.
That's a fact.
What is on the menu tonight?
It's not exactly what I wanted to make, but it's what I could make with what I could find in town, right? So at the grocery store, because it's a tiny grocery store.
Yeah.
It's a pan-seared chicken with a fettuccine, a little olive oil and butter sauce on it, and a little bit of Parmesan in between.
Looks good to me.
Looks good to me too. And I'm expecting some sort of like a tiramisu, cheesecake, like a killer dessert after this.
Which finger am I holding up?
You're like, go open up your M&Ms. The one thing I didn't expect about staying in this bunker is that you lose track of time because there are no windows anywhere. Our dinner lasted for what felt like a few minutes, but when we looked at the time, it was already late at night. We've done everything we could in the bunker, so we're gonna go outside now. Alright, let's do it. The feeling of isolation out here at night is unlike anything I've ever felt. Dante, so do you go for walks at night? Or you're doing this because we forced you to?
You know, you kind of twisted my arm, but I'm not upset about it. Like, I should do this more often.
Dante showed us a few more empty bunkers that haven't had any work done on them, and I could feel an eerie connection to the past and the site's history. I had to constantly remind myself that at one point in time, every one of these bunkers was full of weapons intended for war. And now, 6 years later, they have been repurposed into shelters intended to save lives if the world falls apart.
Just imagine the whole bed collapsing.
Oh my, Mikey! Thank God you're not above me, dude. I would have not felt so safe. I'm cozy.
Yeah, Armand, what about you? How do you like that?
I love it. I love the bed, first of all.
Yeah?
Yeah. I need someone to tell a story before I go to bed.
Look, I'm gonna tell something. We've been working a lot on this show over the last 3 years. I mean, we've really been, but we may have pushed it a little too much this time. Yeah,
You say that a lot, but this time it might be true.
No, exactly. Mikey, can you imagine a fan seeing us, like, if we walk outside and they're like, wait, what? You guys stayed at this bunker last night? Like, we literally spent the last 12 hours shooting this place. We're tired. We're gonna go to sleep now. In the morning, we'll wake up, probably grab a coffee, and we'll talk to you guys. See what's up.
Good night, everyone.
We're recording.
So I slept great last night. I don't think I moved. You know, for a second I woke up. I'm like, oh yeah, day's starting. And I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? There's no window here. You know what I want? You know what would be so amazing? We go out. There's like full like LA douchebag breakfast, like small pancakes.
Those little mini omelets.
Exactly.
Okay, this is
6:55 a.m. We just woke up. We put our shirts on because I wanted to see sunrise. And look at this. It's so untouched and just so organic and raw around here. It's hard to explain, but it's dead silent. You have miles of land. to look at. It's so peaceful, and honestly, it's so refreshing to be here. Like, I'm kind of enjoying our time, and I don't have much complaints. We're gonna grab some hot coffee, plan our day, and get to work. But other than that, I just wanted you guys to experience the space with us. The 2 days we spent at Vivos X Point was unlike anything we had ever experienced. We were hesitant to buy into the concept initially, but after spending some time with Dante and having the opportunity to experience it for ourselves, I truly understand what draws so many people to this isolated little corner of South Dakota. Alright everyone, that's it for Vivos X Point. I hope you all enjoyed this video. We certainly had a lot of fun here, touring this place, checking out the bunkers, and staying in the one down below us. Overall, the experience was phenomenal, and if you want more information, make sure to check out the links in the description. Lastly, if you enjoyed the tour, make sure to give us a like, subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you guys next week.
We're just walking through the woods, doing our thing. Our bunker shoot was successful, and it's... How'd you like it?
Here or the bunkers?
Okay guys, we're at Mount Rushmore right now. We're not just walking through the woods. Like, you can't drive through South Dakota and not stop here. I mean, it was 5 minutes out of the way, you know? Like, why wouldn't we stop here?
Oh.